Hello and welcome to Mountain Bike Action. I'm JJ and today I've got a first ride impressions of the all-new Giant Trance X Advanced E+. Last fall, Giant invited us to spend a weekend with them in St. George, Utah to check out their revolutionary new e-bike, the Trance X Advanced E+. They took us out on trails like Zen and Gooseberry Mesa to give us a good idea of the capabilities of this new bike. The real tech juice is in the new battery design. Giant has developed, in partnership with Panasonic, a new higher volume 22700 battery cell for use specifically in e-bikes. This new technology is claimed to have a higher cell discharge capacity capable of powering a full power 85 Nm motor with the same cell count, 20, as a typical light EMTB. It's called the Energy Pack 400 and has a capacity of 400 watt-hours. An extender pack, the Energy Pack 200, is available as well, made of the same cells. All of this means a higher output than existing light e-bikes, but with a little more limited range than a traditional full-powered e-bike. This battery is not removable without taking out the drive unit, so those who like to have an extra battery on hand with them will have to settle for the Energy Pack 200 for more range. All output power, motor response times, and assist levels are managed by a small control unit scrolling through 5 modes easily tunable using Giant's proprietary app. Assist levels range from 50% to 400% of rider power. Yamaha has partnered with Giant to create a new Sync Drive Pro motor capable of 85 Nm of torque output on a specific shape so that the Maestro suspension system is not compromised. Giant is saying this is the first lightweight e-bike capable of keeping up with its big e-brothers. At a claimed 42 pounds, the Trance X Advanced E+ Elite Zero would indeed fit that description. This is a Trance X at its base, with 150mm of front and 140mm of rear suspension travel, but there's a little twist. The Trance X Advanced E+ is a mixed wheel bike. There is no option for a 29-inch wheel in the back, which they claim is to maintain the shortest chainstay length for optimal ride control and maneuverability. There are 4 versions available, from the more budget-friendly 3 model to the budget-breaking 0 model, which is what we rode. Now it's time for some first ride impressions. With some recent light EMTB experience fresh on our minds from the Pivot Shuttle SL and the Trek Fuel EXE, we went into the test with high expectations. Giant's claims of a full power e-bike at a fraction of the weight are not unfounded because that's exactly what it is. Our first ride was a demonstration of its full power with a plethora of crazy climbing challenges where a full 400% assist level was very welcome. There were some particularly questionable, loose and rocky ascents faced and conquered on that day that were completed with relative ease. The bike composed itself well on tight tech when changing direction quickly was a must. It's heavier than a trail bike, but it remains remarkably maneuverable, especially under power. It took a few miles to get the Fox live valve set right, but we were eventually able to focus solely on our riding. The lower power modes were just as effective on their purpose. Our second day was longer and more of a demonstration of the ease of movement achievable on the bike. Many quick turns, punchy climbs, and slow tech descents were encountered that day. We felt like we were riding a normal trail bike, even if it was a little heavy. Downhill performance was just as we expected on a bike like this. It's stable, but pops over things well and changes directions without complaint. A little bit of extra weight didn't affect braking into corners much, even compared to a normal trail bike. Even bunny hopping up small ledges wasn't a challenge we backed away from because it's an e-bike. We do feel a similar effect could have been achieved with a 29-inch rear wheel, but it's hard to say for sure. Giant's progression in technology with the Trance X Advanced E+ Elite is noticeable in one particular way after only 2 days of riding. It pushes past some of the expected limitations of pairing a lighter e-bike battery with a full power motor, with surprising results. At the end of each of our rides, we noticed we still had plenty of battery power left to do another slightly smaller loop. Note, we didn't go easy on the battery in any way. Other innovations like the Ergo 3 controller, size-specific grips, and the Contact SLR Trail integrated handlebar are just notable sidekick to this new battery. The choice to make this bike a mullet is slightly strange in our eyes. We feel a full 29-inch wheel would make more sense in the range of travel and intended use, but it performed well in spite of what we thought. This is an e-bike, but it's a new generation, and we're excited to see where it goes from here. The fact it rides so similarly to a normal bike, while giving the accessibility of a full power e-bike is incredible, and we can't wait to put it to the test even further. If you like this video and have suggestions to make for future videos, please leave a like and a comment down below. We'd be stoked if you subscribed not only to our YouTube channel, but also to our monthly magazine subscription. Until then, we'll see you next time.